This is a Flying Cow production.
Well, hello and welcome to Movie Battles on the Flying Cow. My name is Clay Johnson. I am the Flying Cow himself, your host, and Movie Battles is where we take the very best we can find in Disney, Pixar, animation trivia, and we pit them head to head. But I am not here doing this all on my own. No, I have someone amazing to share with all of you. My co-host, Alyssa Pretty Lips Jackson.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
How are we doing today, Alyssa?
I am pumped. I've got my pretty lips on. I've got my girly background. I am ready to bring that feminine energy to this game.
Well, we can always use that, especially with this group, because we've got a couple new competitors debuting today. We have the Pardy Monster, Pardis Jesudasen, and the Cooler, Chris Diaz. Both of these guys are making their debut, but they're excited. They've been watching the videos, and I'm excited to see what they have to offer.
You know, I think this is a really interesting mashup. We've got that high party energy fun coming from Pardis. We've got that intimidating cold chill from Chris. I think this is going to be a really interesting matchup today.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But before we get into the match, a couple of things, because I want to give credit where credit is due. First of all, the format for this game, as well as some of the questions, were sourced from the Movie Trivia Schmodown. So if you enjoy this and would like to see it covering a wider variety of films, check out the Movie Trivia Schmodown. Just go to theschmodownlive.com and tell them that the cow sent you. Hopefully they might be on the verge of knowing what that means. We'll see. But last but not least, Movie Battles can be found on the Flying Cow podcast feed. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify. And the YouTube is real easy to find. You just type in the Flying Cow Movie Battles. We're right there for you. We are also in the process of growing this. So if you want to get into contact with us, currently looking for question writers and possible co-hosts. We are on Twitter and Instagram or at The Flying Cow Pod, and our email is theflyingcowpod@gmail.com. And if you can't remember that, it should just be on the banner above us. So, you know, just read. But yeah,
Over there.
Without any further ado, I think it is time to bring these people in. What do you say, Alyssa?
I say I'm ready. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
All right. All right. Introducing first. He is representing whatever he wants. His favorite films include Beauty and the Beast, Coco, and Soul. He is the Cooler, Chris Diaz.
Hello, everybody.
How we doing, Chris?
I'm doing good. Happy to be doing Disney trivia. One of my greatest strengths in any trivia stuff I've been in. Well, I am supposed to be recommending a lot of trivia later from Disney.
All right, sounds good. I'm excited to have you make your debut here. We will just have to see how you do. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to bring in your competitor right now. And his opponent, representing anyone who can tell him where the party is. His favorite films include The Lion King, Monsters Inc., and Tarzan. He is the Pardy Monster, Pardis Jesudasen. How we doing, Pardis?
Doing well, doing well. Excited to do some trivia on Disney and Pixar films. So I am ready.
Loving your rocking your party sunglasses. You look like you are ready to go.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let us go ahead and get right into the rules of round number one. Just give me a second. So the rules to round number one, 8 questions from random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors have 15 seconds to write each answer. Answers must be said aloud when revealing their response. All questions in this round are worth 1 point. If a competitor gets all questions correct, they will have a perfect round and receive a 1 point bonus question. Competitors have 3 repeats that they can use throughout the game if they need more time or just need a question repeated. Each competitor may also has a challenge in case they disagree with any ruling made. If their challenge is upheld, then they will retain their challenge. There is no stealing in this round. Are there any questions as to the rules of round number one?
No
Yeah.
questions.
Nope.
All right. All right. Are both competitors ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Alyssa, I don't know about you, but I feel ready for a movie battle. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right. Starting off with round number one. Question number one in the category of early classics. These are the films from the 30s and the early 40s. What is the name of Geppetto's cat in Pinocchio? Alyssa, you have cats, don't you?
I do. I have 2 cats.
Yes.
And I was one of my cats was named Pasquale growing up because I am also proudly Italian. And now we've got pencils down, answers ready.
All right, the end of your 15 seconds. So let us start with Chris. What is your response?
Figaro.
Figaro is correct. And Pardis.
I also have Figaro.
Well
Figaro
done,
is
gentlemen.
correct. Very good. So we are tied 1-1 going into question number 2.
All right, question number 2. This is from the Renaissance era, mostly the 90s. And we are, what film is known for the song lyric, "A Tale as Old as Time"? Start your answers. You know, it's so interesting how many song lyrics deal with time. It's almost like it's a human thing that we're wondering about.
Yeah, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencils down or markers down, whatever you're using.
All right, Pardis, let's start with you. What is your answer?
I have Beauty and the Beast.
Correct. Well done. Chris, were you able to get the correct answer?
And the Beast.
Nice, with a little sing-song to get us going. I love it.
All right. Once again, we are tied at 2-2. Going into question number 3 in the category of the dark times. These are the films from the 2000s. And your question is, what film follows Tiana, who lives in New Orleans and dreams of opening a restaurant?
I have not been to New Orleans in forever.
I have only been a couple of times. I will say I've been to Louisiana not long ago, and I love the food.
So good.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Chris, let's start with you.
Love this movie. The Princess and the Frog.
The Princess and the Frog. Very good. And Pardis. What do we got?
The Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
Yes.
All right, keeping it tied up 3-3.
All right, guys, question number 4. This is category Pixar. First Pixar question. The characters Jessie and Bullseye are introduced in which film in the Toy Story franchise? So what is your favorite New Orleans Creole food?
I love good jambalaya. Good gumbo's not bad either, but anything with crawfish, really. In 5,
Oh,
4, 3, 2, 1.
all right. Let's see. Pardis, what is your answer?
Toy Story 2.
Correct. And Chris, did you get that answer? All
Okay.
right. Great job, guys. We are still tied 4-4.
Keeping it neck and neck, keeping it close. We'll see if we can keep this going with question number 5, which is the category of the decline and wilderness. These are the films of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And your question: what film is an adaptation of Sherlock Holmes?
Clay, would you ever consider wearing a deerstalker hat?
Maybe like for a role,
But not in your
but
everyday
just
life?
hanging out. No. In
Fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Chris,
The Great Mouse Detective.
The Great Mouse Detective is correct. And Pardis.
The Great Mouse Detective.
All right, moving right along. This is where we're going to test our mettle a little bit. Question number 6.
Okay, guys, the category is package films, 1940s. This one might be tricky. Here's your question. Released in 1949, what was the name of the final package film, which consisted of only 2 shorts? Your time starts now. This is a hard one. I don't know if I could get this one.
Yeah, package films has definitely been a separation for these competitors. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, Pardis, let's see your answer.
I put The Headless Horseman.
Oh, unfortunately, that is not correct. Chris, what was your answer? Oh, wait a minute. Well, okay. Clay, I'm gonna have you make a judgment on this one.
No, it's a character. It's not actually the title of the film. The name of the movie is The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
Oh,
I thought you asked for the second film of the second package film, the package film.
It was the name of the final package film. So the total name of the film.
Oh,
Yeah.
must have misread
Sorry,
that.
I mean you've got repeats, but yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
understandable.
confusion there.
It's all right. That was a tough one, but you're still going strong, still tied 5-5. So Clay, let's go into our next question.
All right.
I didn't get it. I didn't make my music.
Yeah, it's
Also incorrect,
Different
unfortunately.
All right, then let's go ahead into question number 7, which is the category of classics. These are films from the 1950s. And your question: in which film can you hear the story of the walrus and the carpenter?
I would think that's a great prompt for a story to say, okay, someone write a story called The Walrus and the Carpenter. I would love to hear what those are.
Well, I mean, one exists, apparently. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chris, let's start with you.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland is correct. And Pardis.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland is correct. All right, so moving into the final question in this round.
Final question, guys. The category is CG Revolution, the 2010s. And your question is, what is the name of Moana's pet pig? Time starts now.
I actually grew up with pigs. Hogs.
Did you?
Yeah, my dad raised wild hogs. I don't know if you can
Oh,
wild if they raised them, but yeah. In
are
5.
those kind of the ugly ones?
Yeah, 2, 1.
All right, pens down.
All right,
And
we'll start with you, Chris.
I didn't get a happy chat. I don't remember
Oh,
anything.
Not quite. All right,
not
Pardis.
quite right.
Gonna pull it.
All right, the correct answer was Pua.
Cool.
Pua the pig.
I
Yeah.
never had a P. And I was like, what? What is it?
I wish it was hey hey.
Oh.
Question.
Yep, that was the chicken. Yep. Well, I will say at the end of round number 2, we're still doing pretty well. We are tied at 6 going into round number 2. All right. All right. So round number 2. In this round, each competitor will spin the wheel. Competitors have up to 2 spins. If they do not like their first spin, they can spin again to try to get a different category. Whatever they spin second, though, they are stuck with, unless, of course, they land on opponent's choice at any point, in which case they're stuck with that immediately. All questions in this round are worth 2 points. Competitors will receive 4 questions from the category. They have the option of multiple choice in this round. However, if they request it, the value does drop to 1 point. Competitors will have 15 seconds to answer each question. Opponents may steal if their competitor gives an incorrect response, repeats, and challenges are still in effect in this round. Are there any questions for round number 2?
No.
No questions.
Okay.
Right. Then let us go ahead then and move right into this. Give me a second and I will bring up the wheel. You guys are tied right now. So Pardis, as you came in as the favorite, you get the option. Would you like to spin first, or would you like to have defer to Chris?
I will spin first.
All right. So Pardis, this spin is for you.
Spinning first. It's a bold move, Clay. I like that moxie.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it pays off. Ooh. And it lands on The Wilderness. As a reminder, these are the films of the 1980s. So, Pardis, would you like to keep it or would you like to spin again?
I think I will spin again, please.
All right. Spinning again.
Can't say I blame you, Pardis. Those are tough films.
It is.
All right. And we land on Disney villains, I believe. Yes, Disney villains. So you, Pardis, are going to receive 4 questions in the category of villains. I am going to be asking you these questions. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. Here we go. Question number 1 in the category of villains. Name the anthropomorphic red fox who cons Pinocchio twice.
I'll go for multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice. All right. And your options are, is it A, Gideon, B, Honest John, C, Tom Barker, or D, Thurl Ravenscroft?
Right here, the answer choices again.
The options? Yep.
Yeah.
You get one of those for free. All right. Is it A, Gideon, B, Honest John? C, Tom Barker? Or D, Thurl Ravenscroft?
I'll go with D as in dog.
D, Thurl Ravenscroft is incorrect. So, Chris, you have the opportunity to steal. Let me go ahead and repeat the question. The question is, name the anthropomorphic red fox who cons Pinocchio twice. Is it A, Gideon, B, Honest John, C, Tom Barker, or D, Thurl Ravenscroft?
It be Honest John.
B, Honest John is correct for a 1-point steal. All right.
Coming in hot, Chris. Pardis, I know you've got this for this next question.
All right. So moving on to question number 2 in villains. Tony J provided the voice of the sadistic asylum warden, as well as what other Renaissance era villain?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Mm-hmm. Tony J provided the voice of the sadistic asylum warden in Beauty and the Beast, as well as what other Renaissance era villain?
I'll go to multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. And those options are, is it A, William Clayton, B, Percival C. McLeach, C, Judge Claude Frollo, or D, Governor John Radcliffe?
I'll go with C as in cat.
C as in cat, Judge Claude Frollo is correct. All right. So moving on to question number 3, penultimate question in this round. In which film will you find the villain Madame Medusa and her henchman, Mr. Snoops?
That would be The Rescuers.
The Rescuers is correct for 2 points. All right.
Well done.
All right. So moving into question number 4. And your question is, what John Carpenter alum provides the voice of Dr. Facilier, the Shadow Man, in The Princess and the Frog?
I'll go to multiple choice.
Multiple choice. All right. Your options there are, is it A, Isaac Hayes, B, Donald Pleasance, C, Victor Wong, or D, Keith David?
I'll go with Keith David.
Keith David is correct for 1 point. All right. So we currently stand at a score of 10-7 in Pardis's favor. But that is just the first half of round number 1. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the wheel and let Chris have an opportunity to see what he can do.
Chris, I'm excited for you.
Here we go.
You look like you are ready.
Yeah. I didn't even go for multiple for his stuff.
Those were some
Oh,
really
and you
hard
landed on
questions.
Spinner's Choice, Chris.
Ooh.
So really in your favor right now. What do you want to choose? Can you
go shoot what on the wheel?
Yep. Can you see it?
Yes, I just rather hear it, so that might
Oh, you
a little bit hard to.
want me to say it out loud?
Yeah, because it's a little bit hard to see on my phone. So that
No
might.
problem. All right. So your options are directors, classics, which are the films of the 1950s, the CG revolution, which is the 2010s and on, scores and soundtracks, the wilderness, the 80s, opponent's choice. Well, you don't want that. Never mind. Early classics, recent Pixar, voice actors. John and Alan, those are the roles of John Ratzenberger and Alan Tudyk.
You know what? I'm going with CG Revolution.
CG Revolution. All right. So let's go ahead and bring up the questions for the CG Revolution.
All right, Chris, are you ready for your first question in this category?
Yeah.
All right. First question. What is the name of the pub where Rapunzel and Flynn stop entangled?
Multiple choice. I know it, but I want to make sure I got it correct.
All right, bringing up the multiple choice. That is A, the Snuggly Duckling, B, the Jaunty Moose, C, the Dancing Lizard, or D, the Spotted Pig?
A.
Correct. A, the Snuggly Duckling, which is, I want to go there.
Right. I will say the Jaunty Moose was a name they kicked around for the name of the restaurant.
I would love to see that sign. All right, we're going to go for question 2. In Moana, what is the name of the coconut creatures that Moana and Maui encounter?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your answers here are A, Kokomon, B, Tamatoa, C, Kakamora, or D, Kamasori?
A.
A, Kokomon. That is incorrect, I am afraid. So now, Pardis, you've got a chance for the steal. What do you think the answer is?
Do I get a repeat of the answer choices or?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The answers are A, Kokomon, B, Tamatoa, C, Kakamora, or D, Kamasori?
I'll go with C as in cat.
That is correct for the steal. Getting the point. Well done. All right. Question 3 for Chris. In Frozen, what is the name of Kristoff's reindeer friend?
Sven.
Correct. I love how he sings for Sven. His Sven voice is part of my favorite parts of that movie.
Going through the song in my head. It's like reindeer better than people.
Exactly. Sometimes you just got to sing it in your head. All right. Are you ready for your final question?
Yeah.
All right. In the film Wreck-It Ralph, what is the name of the game Ralph invades to earn a medal?
Hero's Duty.
Correct. Well done. That gives you 5 points for that round. And total, we are now at Pardis 11 and Chris 12. You have inched up by 1 point. Well done.
Chris has a 1-point lead heading into the final round.
The tension is so high, you could cut it with a knife, Clay.
Yeah, and I mean, why not? All right. All right. So moving into the final round, the rules for this round are as follows. Competitors will pick 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 20 that correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor gets 3 questions. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points respectively. Competitors have 15 seconds to answer each question. There will be no stealing or multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges are still in effect. So, Chris, since you are in the lead, you get to choose your numbers first. So, what 3 numbers would you like to choose?
In honor of my birthday coming up, 5 in May.
Mm-hmm.
2 in 20th of May, and 9 as in 1991 when I was born in the year to be.
All right, so 5, 2, and 9. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All
Mhm.
right. And then Pardis, what 3 numbers would sound good to you?
3, 6, and 8.
3, 6, and 8. All right. So 3, 6, and 8. So Pardis, since you are currently behind by 1 point, you get the first question. If you get this correct, you will bounce it back to Chris, and he will have to defend himself, I guess. But let's go ahead with this first question. You chose category 3, and that corresponds to the dark times, the films of the 2000s, right? Your 2-point question. In The Emperor's New Groove, what dish does Kronk prepare for Yzma's dinner with Kuzco?
Can I get a repeat, please?
Yep, that is your second repeat. In The Emperor's New Groove, what dish does Kronk prepare for Yzma's dinner with Kuzco?
I'm gonna get this wrong, but artichoke.
That is incorrect. The answer was spinach puffs. Spinach puffs.
Right, spinach puffs.
Spinach puffs burning. All right.
I knew the picture, I just couldn't pull the name.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
To
I
me,
knew
it's
it.
just poison. Poison for Cusco. Poison for Cusco. That's the poison. That's what's going through my head.
All right. So let's move into your 3-point question. You chose the number 6. And that relates to the category of early classics. These are the films of the 30s and early 40s. Okay. Your 3-point question is, in Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, the dwarves hear a noise upstairs. Who do they send to check it out?
That would be Dopey.
Dopey is correct for 3 points.
Well done.
Right.
Well
So
done.
Pardis sends it back to Chris to answer his 2-point question. Chris gets this right, he will tie it up. All right. So
All right.
score is currently 14-12. All right. And Alyssa, did
All right.
you want to ask? Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. All right, Chris, your 2-point question. The category is directors. Your question is, what was the first Pixar film not directed by John Lasseter?
Finding Nemo.
Sorry, that is not correct.
The correct answer was Monsters, Inc.
But like between both of them, like one.
All right. All right. So then moving into your 3-point question, this will give you a 1-point lead on Pardis if you can pull it out.
All right, your second category is classics. And the question is, name the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty. 15 seconds.
Mayweather, Florence, repeat.
Repeat. Okay.
Name the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty.
Mayweather, Florence, what were the other ones?
5 seconds.
Repeat.
Name the 3 fairies from Sleeping Beauty.
Mayweather, Florence, and
I'm
Epic.
afraid.
Don't know.
Yep, that is your time. The answer was flora, fauna, and
Fauna.
Merriweather. We're close on that one. Very close.
Yeah, very close. I will say, I think you only have one repeat left. Moving into your 5-point question. Okay. So
Right.
your 5-point question, you chose number 9, and that relates to the category of mixed bag. Right? So
All right,
your
ready for your
5-point question to send it back to Pardis. Now, just as a reminder, if you get this right, you will send it back to Pardis and stay alive, so that he has to answer his 5. But if not, Pardis will win this game.
Congratulations, Pardon.
Well, we're not done yet. All right.
Give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
You got this.
So your question for 5 points in mixed bag. Who served as the voice of Goofy in the Goofy movie?
Repeat.
That's your last one. All right. Who served as the voice of Goofy in the Goofy movie?
Five more seconds.
5, 4,
I
3.
don't know. Scott Kelly.
And your winner, the Pardy Monster, Pardis Jesudasen. The correct answer was Bill Farmer.
Bill Farmer.
It's a poll. It's a poll.
What
Well,
a
congratulations
battle.
to both of you guys. If you guys will go ahead and turn off your cameras, we'll bring you guys back in just a second for
Of course.
reviews. Wow. I mean, that was technical difficulties on my side. On aside, that was a fun match.
That was a really fun match.
Evenly matched. They both ran into some toughies in the 3rd round and just could not pull it out. But congratulations to Pardis for pulling it out.
Pardis dug deep. He brought that Pardy Monster energy and he attacked those questions. I mean, super proud of both our competitors. Definitely, I think sometimes those questions, it's luck of the draw. Yeah. Whether those numbers you choose really can give you that winning edge.
They really can. They really can. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's bring Chris back in. Unfortunately, not the winner today, but really showed a lot of drive and didn't give up. I really appreciate that, Chris. How you feeling?
Feeling good. The Sleeping Beauty thing kicking me because I was going through like Merriweather, like those are like.
It's always that last one when you've got a 3. It's like I got the 2. What's that 3rd one?
Yeah, it's
same thing with Goofy movie. I was kind of hoping for Nightmare Before Christmas, something like Clean Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
I've actually never seen the Goofy movie, so I would have been stumped on that one too.
It's actually.
I mean, I love a Goofy movie. Just voice acted tend to be a little bit tricky when you don't have multiple choice.
Yeah, it definitely can. But I like I said, I think you had a pretty good showing here, especially for your first match. You did well. Will we see you back?
Yes, I mean I want revenge. I'm like I was so close. Like I haven't marked the ink. I think the last question would have been interesting. Like
yeah. I mean, if you'd gotten Monsters Inc., Pardis would have had to answer his 5. I mean, that if he didn't get it, you guys would have been tied, and then we would have gone into sudden death. So, but I mean, unfortunately, that's not what happened today. But like I said, still a great showing. Looking forward to having you back. But
Definitely.
Thanks so much for
Thank you
for what you did here.
so much.
All right.
It was so fun. Congratulations to Pardy. He did a great job. Like,
Agreed.
Such great sportsmanship we're seeing here today. I'm very impressed.
All right. All right. We'll see you later, Chris. All
Okay.
right. Well, let's go ahead and get today's winner in here. So, Pardis, you there?
Hello, hello.
Pardis, the party, looking the party monster as always. How are you feeling after that tough match? Because I mean, you got your 3. That's what forced Chris, unfortunately, to those questions that just weren't there for him.
I feel so great and proud. And I gotta say, Chris did really well in this match.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. Look at this. This is how trivia should be played. Such amazing sportsmanship.
You know, Pardis, I do have to ask you that 3 is kind of a toughie. You kind of have a 1 in 7 guess. Did you just know off the top of your head it was Dopey, or did you guess, or was it just deductive reasoning?
I actually knew that from the top of my head.
Oh, wow.
That's impressive.
It's very impressive. Yeah. Especially for, you know, a film like Snow White that a lot of people don't necessarily go back and rewatch and pay a lot of attention to. So
And it's the first movie ever made, the first Disney movie ever.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but some people like myself can't get over Snow White's horrifying shrill shriek of a singing voice. But that's just me.
Oh yeah, some good stuff. All right, well, Pardis, it was great having you here. Obviously, you're going to be coming back. I mean, you've been watching these matches. You've had your eye on some people. Is there anyone that you've seen here, or maybe outside, that hasn't played yet that you might be interested in challenging?
That would be Nikki.
Oh, you going after the champion?
Oh.
Oh, you
Of course.
definitely definitely wanting to test your mettle right there, calling out the champion. I don't know.
I expect nothing less from the party monster himself.
It might take you a little while to get there, but hey, if you keep winning, it might happen. You never know.
So that's the plan.
All right. Well, Pardis, thank you again so much for the match today. We will see you later.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. Well, this was great. This was a fun match, a great way to start off our recording here. 2 new competitors showing what they're made of, and I think other people coming in should take notes from this.
Absolutely. I mean, you never know when one of those sneaky categories like a classic or maybe a film you haven't seen in the last 15 years is going to pop up and bite you in the butt.
Yep, it's absolutely true. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Alyssa, thank you so much for helping today. The next match we're going to be having is a match actually between 2 people from the tournament to see if they can avenge their losses in
Ooh.
the gentleman, Patrick Hill, and Watkins, the Watkins. It should be quite the match to see.
I'm excited. Very excited.
All right. Well, like I said, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you later. And never forget, moo.
Moo.
Mm.